Hello, Namaskar. Hope you all are fine and safe at home. My name is Hiral Pandya. I have done my masters with biochemistry, and today I am going to take a simple small demo lecture on kingdom Monera. As we know that kingdom Monera is a part of kingdom classification. Now let us proceed with that. As we all know, there are a number of organisms present in nature. According to their characteristics, they are divided into prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Eukaryotes are further divided into unicellular and multicellular, whereas prokaryotes are called as kingdom Monera. If we see the word prokaryote, pro means primitive and karyon means nucleus. The nucleus which is at the primitive level or the nucleus which are in the developing nature is called as prokaryote. This type of organisms are mostly unicellular. They are also called as nucleoid. Now let us see if prokaryotes do have organelles or not. But first of all let me tell you what are organelles. If we are talking about organelles, organelles are those structures who help for the cell functioning. They are basically of two types, nuclear organelles and membrane bound organelles. If we are talking about nuclear organelles, they present in nucleus, and if we are talking about membrane bound organelles, they present in cytoplasm. Now let us see if prokaryotes do have it or not. Basically, no, they don't have organelles in their structure. But yes, they do have cell wall, which is rigid and made up of peptidoglycan. Now let us see some function of the cell. Locomotion. Locomotion is the movement of cell. Some organisms are motile, whereas some are non-motile. The organisms which are motile, they can move with the help of flagella and cilia. Some organisms can also move with the help of gliding movement. If we see the structure of flagella and cilia, we can see in the picture that flagella is something like a long tail attached with the organism which can help for the movement, whereas cilia, that we can see there are very tiny structures surrounded around the body of the cell which can help for the movement. Now let us see the nutrition of this organism. There are different types of organisms available according to the nutrition. Some are autotrophic, some are heterotrophic, some are saprophytic, or some are parasitic. Now let me explain the words individually. Autotrophic organisms are those organisms they can make or synthesize their food by their own self. Whereas heterotrophic organisms, they depend upon other organisms from where they can get the food, but they don't harm those organisms. If we are talking about saprophytic organisms, they decay the substance and get the nutrition from that substance. Whereas if we talk about parasitic organisms, they completely kill the other organism for their own nutrition purpose. Third function is reproduction. This organism never follows sexual reproduction because they don't have true chromosomes, as we know that sexual reproduction can be only done by the division of gametes. Let us see asexual reproduction of these organisms. These organisms do the asexual reproduction with the help of binary fission and budding. As we see in the diagram, binary fission can be done by the division of nucleus and cytoplasm, which is divided into two daughter cells, whereas in budding, it is a process where the cell division occurs and forms the outgrowth or a bud into an organism, and that grow into new organism and leave the parent organism for its individual growth. Now let us see some examples of prokaryotes or kingdom Monera. Basically there are four different types of organisms available: Archaebacteria, Eubacteria, Cyanobacteria, Acetomycetes. Here in diagram you can see some examples of Archaebacteria and Eubacteria. Please observe these examples carefully.
Thank you. Hope you liked this video. If yes, then like and subscribe our channel. If you want more videos like this, then send your topics related to science and biology. We will make the lecture and upload on our channel.